So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and more specifically, it's time for another Union Canal episode. So we're back here in Myerstown where we left off in the last video. Here in the Myerstown Park, just up that way. Behind us was lock number 10, or what was left of it. So in today's episode, we're going to continue on beyond the park, beyond Myerstown itself, and get to locks 9 and 8. So lock 9 is in great shape. I saw it the other day. I was kind of doing some reconnaissance. It's right along the road. In fact, the one little one-lane bridge that goes right over the lock uses the lock to support the bridge. It's kind of different, but it hasn't harmed the lock in any way. But it's a beautiful looking lock. Lock number 9. Lock number 8. I can see it on the satellite images. I'm not sure what condition it is in, but it looks in good condition though, so looking forward to this episode. So here's our friend, the Tulpehocken Creek, flowing off that way. Up right there is Route 501, and there's the old Isaac Mayer house up there, and this is where he ended, like I said in the last video. Back up there, just a ways, is where Lock 10 was once. You gotta remember at this point too, like I mentioned, I think in the last video, at this point, the Tulpehocken Creek is kind of flowing in the old canal bed. And in a little bit, I'll toss a map up showing you, because you can see on Google Maps, they show the canal, and they show the Tulpehocken Creek going down this way, but there's no creek there anymore. The name of it is there, but the water's actually flowing through where the canal is. So it's kind of interesting. That's the way it is from here all the way out towards Lock 6. We're not going to do 6 and 7 today, but that's the way it is. So it'll be different. Once we get to the locks, you're going to see the creek flowing through the canal locks, something we haven't seen yet. But let's get going. We'll have to go under 501 up here. And I'm going to put another map up here quick. Well, I haven't put the other map up yet, but I'll do that later. But the map I'm going to throw up now is going to show you the route we're taking. So we're going from the Myerstown Park here to what's called a Fairlane Park or Jackson Park. That's where I left Naomi. Did a couple miles of road walking to get here, and then we're gonna hike, walk the canal back to those parks. And before I forget, I do want to thank Wangers of Myerstown. They're the ones that own the property that we'll be hiking through today. I stopped in yesterday to talk with them. And they were wonderful people. They were really cool about it and kind of interested in what I was doing. The head guy told me he said, go ahead and knock yourself out. He said, the only thing I might have to worry about is there are some cattle up here in the one fenced area, and there's a bull up here, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Wangers of Myerstown, they're the ones that own the farm equipment, the construction equipment thing, the motorcycle equipment. Wangers of Myerstown, they have a lot of stuff for sale up that way, just down 501, so great people. So heading under 501, rather low clearance bridge here. The water gets a little deeper, so we won't have to duck, it looks like. Under 501. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've driven over this bridge probably 1,000 times. Now I'm going under it. Hopefully it doesn't plunge into the depths here. Watch that. I'll get back with you. Alright, we have made it through. Actually ended up having to duck a little bit under there, some places. Of course, like I said, this is not only the Tulpehocken Creek, this is now actually the canal we're walking through too. Here. Right up through here. Oops, it's getting a little deep here. Water's a bit murky, so I can't really tell. I don't like that. I like to be able to look down and see how deep it's going, but just take it slow sometimes. Feel with your feet. Make sure you're not plunging into the depths. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't want my camera getting wet either. All right. Looks like there remains an old dam in here. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera right there. Like an old wall right here. Going up through here too. Yeah, but we're now in that cattle pasture, so we'll keep our eyes open for any aggressive bulls. I doubt they would come in here into the water after me, but not really worried about that. Me and cows get along just fine, usually. Alright, let's get away from this highway traffic too. And one thing about this section, it gives you a really good idea of what the canal would have looked like back then. Because like I said, we are actually walking in the original canal bed here. I think the Tolbakken Creek actually flowed a little bit to the south here. And the locks that we come up to, will have water flowing through them, so you'll see locks with water actually in them. Most of the locks we've come across, regardless of what condition they were in, were kind of like high and dry, had no water in them. A few did. But these will actually have like a full amount of water in them. Alright. Just making our way slowly through this section. There's spotted lanternflies. I guess that's him right there. In the water. And get away from me. I think he wants to come to me for a place to get dry. Still in its larval stage. But they're that invasive species that's kind of in our area. So I'll go ahead and put that other map up showing how Google Maps has the creek labeled going down that way, but there's no creek because the creek is flowing through the old canal bed. And as we go along this section, lock number 9 is a little ways off yet, but we might talk a little bit about what's to come in this series. Things are gonna change soon. I think I hinted at it earlier, we're soon gonna leave the Tolbakken Creek behind, our old friend. And we'll soon be in the city of Lebanon too. Our scenery is going to change a bit. Got some other exciting things. Once we get through Lebanon, there's the Union Canal Tunnel, which is absolutely awesome. We're also approaching what's called summit level, the highest point along the Union Canal. So remember, all these locks we're talking about are lift locks. They're there to, take the boats to a higher level. Because as you get further and further, as we get further and further away from Reading and the Schuylkill River, we're ascending. You need those lift locks. Now we're approaching summit level, and then we're going to start descending towards the Swatara Creek, and then eventually to Harrisburg, along the Susquehanna River. So summit level is the highest point, which is in the Lebanon area, Lebanon City area. You notice we're going to doing locks 8 and 9, or 9 and 8, so we're getting close to where lock 1 is. And these are the east locks. This is lock 9E, lock 8E, and so on. Once we get past where the tunnel is, the numbers start over again. Lock 1 is going to start over again. Lock 1 west, and so on. Kinds of stuff in this section of the creek. Let's see something interesting down there. See if I can get that up. Get back to you on that. Yeah, it kind of looks like the stalk to something, if you know what I mean. Anyway. Just noticed a lot of stuff in this section of the creek. Maybe it's because we're near town. I believe I see some geese up ahead there. I'm probably going to scare them off in a bit here. Where are they? Up there they are. They already see me. Yeah, I'm headed your way, guys. This is a beautiful section to walk through. Actually, not a bad day. That heat wave we've had is over. It was so hot for the longest time. Now today's just in the 70s right now. So it's a good day to do this. I didn't want to do this on some day it was going to be like 95 degrees outside. That's like over 40 Celsius, I believe. Alright, so something interesting and unexpected. There's an old culvert here. It has a date on the top there. Does that say 1939? It does. Looks pretty deep right in there. It's got that darker color. Oh wow. Let's see which would be the best way. It looks like it looks really deep right there, but I think maybe if we make our way across and over, that looks awesome. Let's see how close we can get. Maybe we can get up in there even. 1939, that's after the canal. So remember, this is the canal bed though, which is kind of interesting that this comes out into that. But yeah, this the canal was done in like 1884, so 1939 is way past that. So I'm not sure what this is for. Let me turn it off for a moment here. So I hear voices in there. Even if there's the date. As I say, it indeed says 1939. Yeah, there's... Man, I'm not sure where that goes. Wow. And no, I don't have a flashlight with me. I just did some caving with some friends recently at Wind Cave down Lancaster. So I took all my flashlights, put them in a bag, divvied them out for people to use. All those through night flashlights I have. I hear those voices again. But there are some houses just right above us, so maybe the sound is coming from there. Man, we definitely have to explore this. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to come back with a flashlight and just check this out. Wow. Yeah, so as you can see, maybe there's houses just up there and over there. So I wonder, not sure where that goes. I mean, it's definitely old. Like I said, this is the canal bed. So I'm not sure. It's intriguing. But now that's on me on my mind. Alright, I love finding unexpected things like this. Didn't know that was there. Yes, I'm intrigued about the voices I was hearing. There were definitely voices. I'm not sure if you could hear at any point there, but it's a tunnel, and like tunnels like that, you know, sound travels great down. So I wonder, looking back, almost like the tunnel goes right underneath some of the houses there. So I wonder if I was hearing people inside their house almost. I don't know if that tunnel had some, yeah, I don't know. Not sure how old the houses are there, but it's intriguing. If I do explore it sometime, I don't necessarily know if I want to be under someone's house either. They might, if I can hear them, they might be able to hear me. So that's, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like coming back sometime anyway, just to explore a little bit, shine a flashlight up there. I almost always have a flashlight in my one pack bag, so I had them all. I had them all ready for something else, so got to put one back in. And we got another bridge up here. I believe this is Locust Street. But the next bridge after this one is the bridge that's on top of lock number 9. It's a much smaller bridge. It's like a 1-lane bridge. We might have to duck under this one too. It looks pretty low. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to duck to get under this one. Here you can see the fence. Yeah, the stream is actually fenced off. That protects the stream from the cattle going into it and polluting it. But here the fence comes down. It allows the cows to come here and drink at the water's edge, but keeps them from coming into the stream. They can kind of come in right up there. Also keeps them away from me in case there is a mad bull out here somewhere. Yeah, I got a duck. All right. I'm turning you off. This is kind of awkward. So we made it past that obstacle, and we'll continue on. Not too far up this way then is Race Street. That's where lock number 9 is. Look at these. Well, this is called this is teasel. These flowers right here. Beautiful purple, and then when they done blooming they look like this, but the stems are all, it's not thistle, it's called teasel. It has these 3 little teasels. Actually not native to Pennsylvania, but it's here. It looks like a thistle, but it's not. Yeah, today's pretty cloudy too, which makes it another good day to do this. It's like this section here is like out in the open. So if it was a super hot sunny day, we'd just be baking through this section, but good day to do it. Actually, I can see the bridge way up there. Lock number 9 is right up there. I can see the bridge. All right, we're almost there. And let's just say this lock is in beautiful condition. So it's a real treat. All right, so we're coming up around the corner here. We should be able to, oh, not yet. I thought maybe if we got around here, you could catch a glimpse of it. Not yet. Probably when we make it around the corner up here, you'll be able to see it. All right, we'll go ahead and walk up around this corner together. I think it's interesting to see, too, like how small the Tulpehocken is getting. From where we first started at the mouth of the Schuylkill River to this, it's getting smaller and smaller. Because we're going upstream closer and closer to its source. And you know what, you can't see it from around this corner yet either. It takes another little turn up there. All right. Keep teasing you, but we'll get there. All right, so up here it is. Yeah, she'll make it out right there. The bridge is sitting right on top of it. Yeah, right here it is. Just not sure how deep it is to there. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, lock number 9. Yeah, but there's a good view of it. So like I said, you can kind of see how the canal boats would go right through it. Looks like most of it's still here too. I think they added a little bit of stonework right where the bridge is. But look, the rest of it looks original. I see cows up there too. So that part up there is not fenced off. They're in the creek too, so they're looking at me. All right. Yeah, my only concern now is to actually how deep this water is. Be cool to walk right through the canal. Just take our time. Otherwise we'll clamber on up, out, go up across the top of the edge and back down again. Decided to make my way up and around it instead. Just seems like it's getting pretty deep in there. That's to where we came from. So we're gonna, at least we'll get a top side look at the canal lock over here. I'll be able to get back down on this side too. Oops, truck coming. Get it from top side. It's cool because you can see the markings in the stone down there. That they would have metal. There would have been metal in there for like the I don't know how to word it. That's where the doors were. They open and close the canal doors, the lock doors. That's where the metal pieces would fit, right in that area. So that's cool. Yeah, it's still mostly intact. I think we'll make our way over here and back down in, up that way. Cool, let me get a few shots of this too. Yeah, here you can see those indentations in the stone where metal work would have been inlaid in there. Yeah, you can see this is the stonework that they used to build up a little bit to put the bridge on top. Pointing out. But yeah, beautiful. Because there used to be metal work in here too, like to help hold the stone together, like metal brackets there. So this is awesome that they have all the, you can keep each piece, has where they have like a metal work to join the pieces together. Like none of the metal work is here anymore. A few stones missing right here. Some over there too, but they might be in, they could be in the canal too. Alright, awesome. You see such beautiful remains. Yeah. It's a little damage over there, but I mean, compared to most of the ones we've seen, this is amazing. Once again, at this end, you can see where that metal work would have been in for the doors. Alright, you gotta find our way back down into the creek. And then there's a view of it looking back. Lock 9E. Yeah, you can see how the whole section fell out right there. But for the most part, it's still all here. Alright, and onwards we go. So Lock 9 was amazing. Next obstacle is the cows up here. We'll see how this goes. I'll just kind of hanging out in the stream here. Alright, so here are the cows. I'm just kind of blocking my way. This is new for us in our Union Canal series. Maybe we can get up on the bank here. Looks like there's a little trail up there. Go around them if we can. Checking me out. Yeah, so they're up on the far side of the bank here too. You know, cows aren't normally dangerous. Like I said, there's a bull cow out here somewhere. And a lot of them have little youngins, so they can be protective of their young too. Just something to keep in mind. Don't want to agitate them. She's just checking me out down there. Alright, gotta come up with a game plan here. Alright, I think we made it past that. Phew. I found the bull too. I didn't film him, I just kind of got out of that area. You can hear him back there. Yeah. I was on that side of the bank, kind of made my way this way and kind of went out in the field a little bit, came back. The big bull males, it was in with those that were in the creek, so. I think they weren't all too happy about it, but yeah, you can hear them yet. Alright. Phew. A little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so glad to be past that spot. I like cows, but you know, if they get too agitated, they can get dangerous. Yes, I did find the bull. I was warned that he was in there. Yeah, but all you do, you know, you look for, you know, the females have the udder, the large sac, but for the male, you look for the other large sac. You know what I'm talking about? And it usually is quite large on them. And he has just a larger build to him as well, but they're all quieted down now, so yeah. Alright, so onwards to Lock 8. So I'm not really sure what Lock 8 looks like at all. From the satellite images it looks fairly intact, but we won't know until we get there. And speaking of Lock 8, I think it's right up here. It's not too long after I mentioned that. Yeah, it definitely looks like the lock up here. So we're close to the other part then. Yeah, that's gotta be what this is up here. Yeah, that's definitely what this is, lock number 8. Still in great condition too. That's a little bridge going across the top. I think we'll be able to walk through this one too. Doesn't look too deep. Wow. Great day for locks. Not so much for mad cows. And it does look like it gets kind of deep here too, but we'll see. Just if it gets too deep, it gets, on my backpack, gets all wet and stuff then, and I prefer that not to happen. But, wow. There's like a little waterfall in the back there. But yeah, here's Lock 8. Beautiful condition. Alright, let's see how this goes. Walking through Canal, lock number 8. Maybe, at least for now. Alright, so the depth is holding steady. Yeah, but where we're walking now, you know, in the 1800s, those canal boats would have gone through, carrying all kinds of different goods. Got a little bit of log jam here. Let me get back to you. Yeah, beautiful condition. There's a few stones missing on the bottom, some from the top, but you could restore this one easily. Like here's some, but some of the blocks are down in the water. They could easily be replaced. Bunch of stonework down here. This looks interesting. Up in here. Yeah, all these blocks in here were part of the canal lock. Awesome. Yeah, but overall this one's still in amazing condition. Almost better than Lock 9 actually. Lock 9 was a little bit more clear of debris and plants, but this one still has a lot more of its original stone, I think. And coming up to the end. Yeah, that looks deep in there. Hopefully we can traverse out of that. I don't know, we'll see. Still trying to make our way out. We got a cool little waterfall. You can see some of the original iron work here. Whoops. This piece right here. Several more up there. You can see the same pieces on that side over there. I gotta get out of here yet. I'll turn you off for a moment. And there's looking back. That's an awesome one there too. Put the whole thing in perspective there. And we made it through that one. Alright, so that was awesome. Actually being able to walk through a canal. We've walked through others that were like dry. There's just something about walking through one that has water in it yet. Feels more like the original, well, you know. But, wow. Yeah, so Lock 8, well, I figured it was gonna look like, it looked intact, like on the satellite images, but wow. Like I said, it just might be better than 9, condition-wise. Awesome. Alright, so it's not much further than to the park, where Naomi is waiting for us. I see more cows up there, but we got a fence protecting us this time. I've had enough of cows for a little while now. So lock number 7 is actually right up here in the park where Naomi is. I actually parked right next to it. Gotta look at it. I'm not gonna show any of it in this video. That'll be for the next video. but it's in great condition too. I think it's been restored just a little bit. Lock number 6, I think, is in pretty good condition. I sent a letter out today to try and get permission to visit that spot right behind someone's house. So we'll see. If I can't get permission, then yeah, won't be able to see that one. And then after that is a place called the Topahaken Manor, where locks 5 and 4 might be. I sent them an email. Didn't hear back from them, so I sent a letter out today. So hopefully I can hear back from them, because that's kind of a special spot. So I think back when I did the very first video, the introduction video to this series, like this canal we're walking through right now dates from about 1828 to 1884 roughly. But back in 1792 is when they first started working on a canal through this area. And George Washington came and visited several times and stayed at the place up here referred to as the Topahaken Manor. Obviously it was not finished in the 1700s. It ran into financial difficulties and it went bankrupt. I think in 1811 they tried again but had financial issues, and it wasn't until the 1820s that they got the Union Canal. Because prior to then it wasn't called the Union Canal either. So that place up near Topahaken Manor, like I said, is where George Washington stayed, and where some of the first canals and diggings were done for this project. So hopefully we get permission to get like a little tour of that place. That would be amazing. I'm not sure how much is left of locks 5 and 4, because some of it, those might be actually off their property. We'll see. But, yeah, there's some people up here parked. But once we get past that area, there's a huge quarry too, where I think locks 3, 2, and 1 are completely gone. But we'll worry about that in later episodes. Alright, so we are up out of the canal now. It's just down right there, so we're still following it, kind of like where the towpath trail would be. I gotta find Naomi now. Alright, then just up ahead there's Naomi, and actually right behind her is the remains of lock 7, which is actually pretty awesome too. You might be able to catch a glimpse of it just a little bit, but that's it. But like I said, we'll save lock 7 for the next video and hopefully be able to see lock 6 too in that one. If I hear back from those people, if not, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I can see lock 7 now. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, but hey, this was awesome. This was an awesome segment. 2 awesome locks in great condition. Some angry cows. It's great scenery, beautiful day. So yeah, definitely worth the trip on this one. All right, yeah, thanks again to the people at Wangers for letting me to do that section and for warning me about the bowl. So it was good to know that he was in there at least, so I can prepare. All right, we're gonna get all these waders, get going. All right, as always, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.